By March of this year, we will be able to process at volume, which means that our plant will have the capability of processing up to 16,000 pounds of fish per day. The question still remains, however, how do we harvest those numbers and avoid repeating the same mistakes of the past? The Tribal Council will carefully weigh its options this winter and discuss how to meet our quotas as we prepare for the summer fishing season. Later this spring, we will decide on what course of action to take in order to harvest the adequate allowable numbers this summer. This year, the band has the potential to employ dozens more tribal members if we approach harvesting carefully and with strict attention to regulation. Right now, with no debt service to pay, the fishery is able to provide our fishers a decent price for the fish that they bring in. At $1.75 per pound, and the average fish being 17 inches brought in by fishers, they weigh about 1.75 pounds. That adds up to approximately $3.50 to $4 per walleye that the Red Lake Band is paying our people. All for nothing more than catching them, throwing them in a cooler, and bringing them to the fisheries. Unfortunately, even with the price that we offer, there are indicators that our fish are somehow still entering the black market. There are still some out there intent on breaking the law and competing directly with the Red Lake fisheries in a business that belongs to all of us as Red Lake people. This year we will emphasize tighter regulations and stricter penalties for fishing violations. It's not illegal for Indians to sell fish to other Indians on the reservation, but black marketing to buyers off the reservation is a violation of tribal law. If the Red Lake Band can meet the safe and allowable harvest quotas, we can put more people to work, provide much needed income for their families. This will also serve additional purposes such as generating more revenue to employ additional regulatory officers to police our waters, allow for the business to expand and grow, and to direct a portion of the proceeds towards a profit-sharing fund that over time can be distributed to all tribal members from the beginning of the school year or around Christmas time. We have our work cut out for us, but this year our fishing industry has the potential to blossom once again into the Red Lake Nation's most profitable business. Public safety and the issue of drug trafficking. The community response to a series of drug raids on the reservation in 2007 was overwhelmingly positive. Since then, the mood in the community has definitely changed from one of hopelessness to a sense that there is hope and something will be done to address the scourge of crack cocaine, methamphetamine, and gang activity in our communities. The Tribal Council has expressed its seriousness in addressing these issues and is committed to continuing the work that needs to happen in order to assure that our communities are safer and healthier places to live. The course of action that needed to be taken, and has proven to be for the overall betterment of the Red Lake Nation and the generations ahead of us. These are hard issues to deal with. Sometimes they take longer than anticipated to run their course. We assure the communities that drug-related offenses on the Red Lake Reservation will continue to be dealt with swiftly and as forcefully as possible. This year, the Red Lake Band will consider joining an information sharing effort called iCare, or the Indian Crime Awareness Research and Evaluation Project, headed by the Criminal Justice Center for Innovation, a component of the Fox Valley Technical Center. Fox Valley has served as a facilitator of Red Lake's annual Drug and Gang Summit here at Red Lake. The purpose of iCare is to identify and develop a mechanism and protocol by which tribes and state agencies can share crime data and at the same time protect the sovereignty of Indian nations. In effect, what this will do is provide a way to track criminal activity and address issues of drug trafficking throughout the state of Minnesota. Currently, 5 Minnesota tribes and 4 Wisconsin tribes are considering joining in this networking effort. The Tribal Council has established a committee headed by Tribal Legal Counsel to study and render advice on structured law enforcement agreements and memorandums of understanding that work with off-reservation jurisdictions while upholding our own. The tribe has also begun the process of implementing drug testing policies in the workplace. Red Lake Gaming has led the way in initiating drug testing in the workplace and utilizing drug detecting canine inspections at all gaming properties. Over time, the tribe will expand its drug testing policies to other tribal entities. Law enforcement, tribal courts. In 2007, the Tribal Council hired a new public safety director, police captain, drug and gang investigator, and a tribal court administrator. Two of the main determining factors in selecting these individuals for employment as servants of the Red Lake people are: one, all are Native people who are enrolled in federally recognized Indian tribes, and two, they all come to Red Lake with first-hand knowledge and experience in dealing with drugs, gangs, and violence. From developing structured law enforcement agreements with surrounding counties, educating schools, communities, and professionals in drug issues, to developing drug court models for the Red Lake tribal courts, these people come to the Red Lake Band highly qualified and also highly recommended. As a sovereign tribal nation, we have a responsibility to address public safety issues internally, as well as working with neighbors. A strong and qualified law enforcement department is what the communities ask for, and we have tried to deliver the best possible people to address the tribe's public safety concerns. We believe that we are headed in the right direction. Also notable is that this year the speed limits in Little Rock have been lowered between Sandy Bridge and Highway 89. This is necessary due to traffic fatalities on that stretch of road. Also, we will make a conscious effort this year to address the incidents of speeding truckers coming through the reservation. A 10 o'clock curfew alert has been reintroduced. Some of you, I'll give away my age here by telling everybody that when I was a kid, it used to blow at noon every day and then at 10 o'clock at night. And the siren will continue to sound at that particular time of night to alert the community that minors need to get home and they need to get off the roads. It will also be a good deterrent to people moving around at night who have no business moving around at nighttime. Alcohol and drug prevention. Last year, tribal programs were directed to increase drug and alcohol prevention activities in the schools and communities. In particular, the chemical health programs, public safety department, Project Safe Neighborhoods, and the Red Lake Bison Coalition have been active in this area. Actually, they're white bison, not just regular bison, they're white bison. Along with the Red Lake schools, these agencies have initiated efforts of educating kids in the community about the dangers of methamphetamine, crack cocaine, and gang activity. Everything from community meetings, feasts, powwows, poster campaigns, graffiti cover-up, and community watch has been employed. Also, the annual drug summit and youth conferences have served as an effective means at taking a proactive stance in the fight against drug abuse and gang violence. These efforts will continue this year as well. In 2007, the band secured a $185,000 grant for substance abuse prevention to provide for 2 additional prevention staff at the chemical health programs. Treatment. The band is continuing to seek out additional funding for alcohol and drug treatment and will assist our existing treatment facilities with improving this vital service to the community. Highly addictive drugs such as crack cocaine are very expensive to treat, but it can be done. The band is committed to helping our chemical health programs to secure the resources needed in order to help our people battle addictions. Gaming expansion. One of the crowning achievements of last year was the debt service retirement on a $27 million loan at the Seven Clans Casino Water Park and Bull Road. I'm going to get to that. Over the course of 7 years, the Red Lake Band has worked diligently to assure that these debt services were retired. Many people are responsible for such a remarkably successful endeavor. All past and current tribal councils, gaming board members, along with hundreds of dedicated gaming employees deserve